Hey guys, it's been a minute since we posted anything, so there's a lot of updates and a lot of stuff that's happened that I didn't document. But as you can see in this video, so we had to take our foundation completely apart and start over. We had some issues come up, so we have to take a different approach to the foundation. So we moved all of the beams, all the concrete pads, all the things. And then you can see in this one is where we're restarting everything. We had to put it all back once this is all dug down and then gravel filled, so you'll see that in this next clip. And in these clips you could see that we were able to move all the concrete pads back, which was definitely a fun task, and then we could put all of the beams back, and then we had a few more concrete pads that we had to mix up and pour, and then we finished that, and then we started putting the beams back. And so now you'll just see us starting to work on the flooring stuff. These are mostly just pictures of the whole process because I didn't have storage on my phone, so I just took pictures of everything. But here you'll see that he's putting up the things for the floor. I don't know what they're called, but there's the thing that's gonna make the floor. I'm pretty sure it's called framing, but I don't know because I'm just there to help him do what he tells me to do. He knows all of the logistics of the names of everything. But anyways, we're starting to insulate the flooring. And then after all of that is done, then we'll start putting the board things on the top. Also, I'm not sure if it's been shown or if I mentioned it, but the beams that you had saw that we had to move, we also made those, so they're pretty sturdy, pretty cool. And in these pictures, it's just a bunch of pictures of the insulation, basically. That was a very difficult thing to balance on those things. Yeah, I don't know, that thing popped up. It said we fell through because we did. We fell through a couple times, and that hurt really bad. It's a pretty long drop. Anyways, there's the floor almost done. We covered it so it wouldn't get rained on. It did end up getting rained on, but it's okay, I guess. And then there's the insulation, and then there's the floor, and then that's us covering the floor again so it wouldn't get rained and snowed on. And it did end up getting rained and snowed on, but that's okay because it's peeled off now and it's dried. But anyways, here's our first log that we were setting down. I clearly didn't know where we were going with that because he pulled it to the complete other end, but that's okay because it's up and it looks good. So we're gonna go grab another log and do the same thing. Yep, see? Yep, there we go. And that's set, and then he's gonna adjust it to where it's supposed to be, and I'm gonna do what he tells me to do. So that's what's going on right there.
Slow.
And there's how we left the first day. Now this clip is us having to clear the snow off, that way we can put some more logs. And then we had a visitor. We have a whole bunch of visitors whenever we're there, and it's pretty cool to watch. But as long as we keep our distance and they keep their distance, everything's okay. Maybe that's his bed.
What if you just fucking laid down? Nice.
You'll just see in these next clips, like, just the progress. It's basically just a bunch of stacking, a bunch of stuff and insulation in there, fixing the insulation because it gets knocked over, and then refixing the insulation because it gets all bundled up. Anyways, there's him cutting where the door is going to be, and then you'll see right there where our door is going to be, and then later on you'll see that we're like framing in our windows, I think it is. I don't know what it's called, but you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, you see here, like, we're just stacking the logs around where the windows are gonna be. We're not like cutting into the windows. I don't know. But anyways, here's more stacking of the logs. My husband lifts it up over his head. That way I'm not manhandling it. That's so sweet of him. That was a good idea. Anyways, you'll see him come over there and take my end and prop it up there, and then I'll just go on the other end to help him, I don't know, do whatever he tells me to.
Great. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You gotta scoot yours over, otherwise it's gonna. There you go.
That's the insulation I was telling you about. Like, we tape it on there, and then sometimes it stays, sometimes it doesn't, and whenever it doesn't, it'll just slide off to the side, and then we have to pick up the log to fix it again. Anyways, there's that. And then my husband's bringing over a piece to place it. I don't know. Yeah, you could see that. It's literally Lincoln logs, but like more complex. So he's not going to be able to use that piece. You will also see that.
Oh, no, I'm not.
What's wrong? Slants down?
Yeah. Let's still get it like an 8-footer.
So we ended up getting an even longer one. I don't know. I'm not even going to pretend like any of this makes sense to me because it doesn't. And I'm literally there just to help him do whatever he tells me to do. But anyways, you'll see that I got to hold it down. That way he can screw it in or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, you'll see. I had to go take off real quick so I could help our youngest up onto the cabin floor. And you'll also see on this one where he tosses it up and over, and then I just hold it until he gets up there to pull it on. I don't know, you'll see.
Keep that way with it. Come on. And then I'll be right back. Okay, now you can come up here, Mama.
Okay, I'm letting go.
You look for right now.
Honestly, I don't know why some of these clips are silent, but that's just how it's gonna have to be because I don't know how to change it. But anyways, it's just us stacking another log. There's the wall. I thought it was really pretty with the sun peeking through the trees. You could see in this one where we got our loft beams up. The loft beam is at the very top. It's super dark. It's what's been sitting because we had cut that down from our property and we peeled it. And now it's up there. So you could see how tall the walls are getting on that one. And then it's also cutesy us doing it together. Anyways, you can see the loft beam sticking out of the window. The chainsaw is about to be real loud. Sorry about that, but it's about to happen again. So here it is. So sorry about that. Anyways, here's a support beam. Those are also what we cut down and peeled off of our property. My husband and I got the loft beams up there. I didn't record it. Totally should have. There's the kids' hut that they made. Super cute. Anyways, those beams were super heavy and super slippery. But yeah, this is where we left off. And we're going to be going back tomorrow. But there's a loft, and that's going to be the loft floor.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye. I like the cabin.
Okay, well, this is where we left off. And I'll keep you updated. Thanks for watching.